email signatures. That's what we're going to talk about in this video. That is when you create an email. And I'll go ahead and just create a new one right here. And you see this little bit of graphic right here that's inserted here at the bottom. That's done automatically for me. This is a signature. You can have something as simple as, let's say, for example, well, let's go ahead and create one, and I'll show you what it looks like and how it's done. We'll do Tools and go to Options. Then we'll head over to Mail Format and down to Signatures. I'll click here. And I'm going to add a new signature, and we'll type a name for this. We'll just call it Sign Off. And what you get is kind of like a Word document, kind of a stripped down version of a Word document. But whatever you want to appear in your email messages automatically, that's what you put here. So for example, regards, Ken Walker, and then I could put my website, maybe a phone number. You could do a fax number, any kind of standard information that you want to throw in there. You could even put your email address if you want. Let's do that right here. And again, basic word processing options here. You can select something, bold it. Let's make it a little bit larger. Any of this kind of stuff. And just make it look a little bit more professional and customized. You can even insert pictures there if you want to. And then you have the option of how you want, how do you want to use these actually. For example, which email account that you want to tie it to. If you have multiple email accounts, you might want one signature for one account, a different signature for a different account. And then when I create new messages, I've got multiple signatures here. So when I create new messages, which one do I want to use? I'm going to do my sign off one on this case. And then for replies and forwards, somebody sends me an email and I'm going to reply to it. Do I want to insert that signature in every single reply? If you don't, then you put none and nothing happens. If you do, then you select the one that you want to use. So you create your signature, decide how you want to use it, and if you want to, you can even personalize some stationery here. Let's do theme, and we'll just pick something that is not too obnoxious, but is a little bit more than what's standard. Just click on these and you can get a preview of what's going on. I'll just go with network. That's not overwhelming there. We'll click OK. Click OK again. And now if I create a new email message, there I go. I automatically get my signature inserted there. Got the nice graphic going on in the background. And I can start to type my email message. Let's go ahead and cancel that. Now I want to mention one more caveat to this. I'm saying caveat a lot. I don't know why. We'll do mail forward and signatures. And notice that I've got this fancy schmancy HTML signature here. To create that, there's no real way to get it in there. Like for example, there's no like import HTML or anything like that. And there's no way to type the raw HTML, sorry. So how do you get that in there? And this is one of those tricky things about Outlook. This is definitely an advanced option. Let me go ahead real quick. I'm going to find an HTML signature just like this, and I will show you what I'm talking about. So here's the trick. Go to New, and we're going to call this, we'll just put my sig. And what you have to do is create your HTML signature, in another application, or a lot of times services that you subscribe to on the internet, they'll have a way to create an HTML service for you. Like for example, let's say you use FeedBurner. It'll create, that's exactly what this signature right here is something generated by FeedBurner. So for my signature HTML here, I would create the HTML, save that as a file on my hard drive, and then I'd go to Internet Explorer, and yeah, you should be able to view that. I'd go to Internet Explorer and open up that HTML file, and that'll display, for example, this signature right here, which shows a little graphic. Then I would do Control A to select that whole thing. That Control A is select all, and Control C, which will copy it to the clipboard. And I know this is tricky. There's a lot of steps here. But then I would do Control V to paste that into this area. Now, the beauty of this is this image right here, for example, if I click this hyperlink, it's already got that information embedded into it because that was created with the HTML. So that's just something that you might want to be able to do for some reason. You used to, in older versions of Outlook, they had a way that was a lot easier to to use HTML as a signature. But for whatever reason now, it's a complex workaround, basically. But let's go ahead and do OK, and I'll do OK again. And if I create a new message, I can go to Insert and Signature, and I can select the one that I want to use, and notice it gets swapped out there. So that is email signatures.